In a recent interview with legendary skate photographer J. Grant Britton, the No Comply Network asked, "Any advice for up-and-coming skate photographers?" His response was, "Not anymore. The social media boom and the extinction of many skate magazines has changed everything. Everyone has a camera and darkroom in their pocket, and the need for content, any content, has driven the quality down, I think." I started skateboarding in 2007. My first look at the industry came with the November 2007 issues of Slap and the Skateboard Mag, which began my introduction to and my love for looking at skate photographs. Reading these words from J. Grant Britton reminded me of this time in these mags, especially because these were two examples of those magazines that died in this extinction of skate magazines that he mentions. It's unfortunate to hear these words from him. Not only does he offer no real advice to young skate photographers, he also states that the quality of skate photography has gone down due to the quantity and demand of content being created. This may be his perspective, but I feel like I've been looking at amazing skate photography since I laid my hands on those two issues over 10 years ago. So I began to wonder, does the loss of many skate magazines throughout complications like the financial recession of 2008 and the rise of social media beginning around the same time serve as a death sentence to skate photography, or just to the media companies that dominated the sphere at that time? The loss of so many influential skate magazines around that time was surprising to say the least, but we cannot act like this is a new phenomenon to skateboarding. In the early 90s, skating's economy changed dramatically, with power shifting from vert-focused industry titans to the new and exciting street-focused companies. Street skateboarding was far more accessible and relatable, allowing it to gain the attention of the industry. Let's not forget how powerful and influential vert-focused companies like Vision seemed to be in the late 80s boom, while just a few years later, brand new companies were the ones dictating what to buy and who to watch. So what was it that allowed the internet and social media to become the dominant forces that they are today? Yes, the recession was a huge hit on skate media, and people's spare cash flows going down considerably doesn't help in convincing them to spend money on a magazine instead of paying rent. But there's more to this story: accessibility and relatability. Getting on your computer or phone to read the latest article or to watch a recent video is just easier than going to the store to buy a mag or to wait for your subscription to come in the mail. Not only that, but now everyone can create their own content and share it easily. So now skateboarders are seeing clips and photos from a recent pro's part that just released, while scrolling down to the next post to see their best friend skating at their favorite park. These platforms offer experiences that print publications simply can't. And that doesn't mean that one is better or worse than the other, but it does help explain the deeper nuances surrounding how this power shift took place. From his response, it seems like Grant has given up on trying to adapt to the changes due to the overabundance of content being shared through social media. But should this be the answer? There's more magazines than ever, independent and professional, that are pushing creative and thoughtful ideas. Yes, the traditional creation and publication of skate media has changed and in some ways may never return. But there's more skate photos being created than ever, and there's far more people looking at skate photographs than there was when I got those two issues of Slap and the Skateboard Mag in 2007. Perhaps it's just that skateboarding photography and its audience is evolving. In his recent 9 Club appearance, Skin Phillips, the previous editor-in-chief at Transworld, although still negative about traditional print, had a more hopeful outlook for the future of skate media.
It's brutal.
So you think now there is room for
no
print? No, print's dead.
No, I think there's room for something that's a little bit older, maybe more refined, more intellectual, more like Surface Journal.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's lots of stories that haven't been told, and I think that as we're getting older, we want to hear about history and stories more.
Should we turn the 9 Club into a magazine?
Good luck, mate.
It's been 2 years since he made that statement, and there's examples of how his predictions and insights can be seen in action today. Matt Price is publishing his own photo books through independent methods that are showcasing stylistically unique skate photographs in series with the first 2 issues of Golden Hour. Zora Olivia is pushing to change the way male and female skateboarders and photographers work together, ever progressing the universal reach that skateboarding has on culture. European mags like Grey and Free are offering some of the best and most consistent photo content available right now, while being able to utilize the accessibility of the internet to reach international audiences. Mags like Jenkem and Skatism cater to particular niche audiences in skating's culture and are producing content focused on topics we've never before talked about in our community. All this and more goes to show that quality content focused on great photographs and ideas is not lacking in this day and age. It's actually thriving. Grant is correct in that there is a far larger quantity of skate photography being shared and for lovers to comb through to find what they like. But it's unfair to equate the larger quantity to a drop in quality. Yes, there's competition for people's attention because of social media's level playing field, but that does not mean that 15 years ago, people were not taking both great and crappy photos of their friends skating. It's simply that they had far fewer opportunities and chances to get those photos out to a wider audience. And competition pushes innovation. Skate photography has seen incredible creativity and new perspectives in the last few years as the best new photographers and thinkers rise to the top by presenting strong portfolios, focusing on unique or underappreciated topics, or showcasing talent and demographics that we've never seen before. This is good for skate photography, not bad. Over the last 2 centuries, photography has only gotten better, more creative, and broader in reach and focus as camera technology and the ability to share images created has advanced. In the first half of the 20th century, SLRs were easier to use than older technology, and magazines were more accessible to viewers than galleries. In the same vein, the advancement in digital camera technology and the platforms that we see those photographs on is not worse than analog cameras and magazines. It's different. Ultimately, I don't want to make a dig at Grant with saying all this, but if he's not going to offer any advice to skate photographers, then I will throw my hat in the ring. So whether you've been shooting for 10 years or for 10 months, make the photos that you want to make. Look at the different eras of skateboarding and the style of photography that was being made in that time. Find influence in all types of skate photography. Look at other forms of photography and bring techniques from genres like documentary, fashion, portraiture, art, street photography, and more, and create your own style. Tell stories that haven't been told before. Use new equipment and techniques. Shoot digital, shoot analog, shoot on your phone, whatever you can get your hands on. Skate photography in 2005 was not what it was in 1985 and won't be what it is in 2025. Just like skateboarding itself and the world it lives in, evolution will take place and skate photography will adapt. So you can either sit back and watch those changes take place, or you can be a part of that change and help push it forward, while still respecting where it's been. Thank you for listening.